Okay guys, so this is gonna be like the second video of my entire life. I'll make a commentary video, but I don't have a script, so I'll be once again speaking from the heart. And in this today's episodes of Life Issues is the Sonic Frontiers Update 3 stuff. So I think last week, I don't remember, I made like a reaction on Update 3, and my reaction was extremely bored and tired because I was faking the reaction, but I was really good at it. Okay, I wasn't really faking it, but basically I already knew what happened. I saw a bunch of clips on Twitter and all that, so yeah, it was kind of sad. Unlike my Superstars one, which I'm pretty sure I saw that one for the first time. I was more commentating on that one. But then now I'm gonna give something more genuine and give some update 3 predictions because everybody has this very hype details on this, and even though I know it's not gonna be hype, I'm just gonna act like it will be hype. And all these predictions are gonna be stuff that won't ever happen ever. It probably won't happen in the next Sonic game because screw that. Everything's gotta be extremely boring. Okay, but here's something that I think will happen. Every Titan boss fight will be redesigned because we also saw the redesign of Supreme because everybody said that Supreme was trash, so also gonna fix Supreme. But what about the other bosses like Giganto, Wyvern, and Knight? Now I know that everybody likes these bosses, but to be honest, they need fixing as well. Giganto, like he has a very varied moveset, but for some reason he barely uses it, which makes the fight really easy. Like there's a fight where there's an attack where he charges towards you, and an attack where he shoots like a laser, which isn't the Mash Square one. I don't know why he barely uses them, but he doesn't. Now, I don't think they would change the game that much if they bring that in, but like it's just sitting in the and it's just sitting there doing literally nothing. Like he probably even has more moves that are just unused, which will probably make the fights a lot more better, but they just don't go use for some reason. They can even create new moves, actually make the bosses more difficult. And I get the issue with doing that because the Titan boss fights were already difficult to make, and to be honest, I don't think they even mastered them. All you really do is this whole parry and then mash square. That's really all the boss fight is. You don't need to learn any of the combos and all that, especially if you upgrade your power. But still, the I think all the bosses in the game need to be adjusted. And speaking of which, we also got mini bosses because there's a bunch of unused variants of bosses too, like Ninja. There's like Master Ninja, Golden Ninja, or whatever it's called. Basically, a golden version of Ninja, which is about what you expect. The strongest version of Ninja, which goes unused. And there's also Caterpillar, where the one we see in the game is golden, but turns out there were supposed to be different versions of it. You know, the gray version, the red version, white version, then gold version. But I guess they stuck to the gold version. I mean, why not? I mean, the boss fight sucks. Might as well just not do it at all. But like, basically, what I'm saying is that all the boss fights in the game need to have some redone, at least like some extra stuff to it, because the boss fights are very repetitive. Like if I were to do boss fight in like some different game, like Zelda, and like in some maybe in some Mario game, I feel like I can make it feel a little different from last time. But in Sonic Frontiers, I just do the same thing. And if I try to use different things, it just ends up just being the same thing. Like there's nothing unique about these fights, and it's what I really don't like about them. But speaking of other boss fights, we got the final boss fight. It gets the end. Now I was kind of disappointed to see that the final boss fight after all those Titan fights was freaking Galaga. I was kind of disappointed. I mean, sure it was actually pretty difficult because I suck at Galaga and I suck at those types of games. I'm sure everybody makes that excuse because, you know, I got absolutely destroyed trying to do this boss fight to the point where I was thinking, hey, maybe that this game is so easy, huh? But then actually no, I still struggle at it to this day. I at least die two times before I actually finish it. So the end boss fight definitely has something there, but the issue with it is that it's just not hype. No one really cares about Galaga, okay? Like I don't care. Like, I know Gaga's pretty cool and all, but if you're bringing that to a freaking Sonic game after all those tight fights, like, goddamn, no one is really gonna be pissed off or just shove this in for no reason. Make the design of the boss different. I hope they do. I don't want to be fighting the freaking Rock as the final boss. That's really weird. I when I found out the final boss of the game was a Rock, I was confused. Like, am I find Dwayne Johnson or like, yeah, like most powerful being in the universe? I have no idea. But they definitely have to change that boss fight. That's a prediction. I know they will. Maybe they won't change it a lot, but they'll probably change it a little bit. No, but we also have would there be varied combat for Tails, Knuckles, Amy? Now in the leaks we saw that they do have different moves, like Knuckles can glide and climb, Tails can fly, Amy uses the hammer and tarot cards. But will they have different like combos? So I'm thinking like obviously all those three characters have their main moves. But will they have different skills in the skill tree? Will they even have a skill tree? Now, obviously, we realize we do play in open zone. I remember people making theories that we would need to play them in cyberspace. No, I don't think we'll be punching in freaking cyberspace. So yeah, that's that. But I know Tails has a gun. I think he has a gun in it, which is kind of funny. I would like to go range on everything, maybe just camp. I'm sure it's not overpowered though. They're gonna make Tails like some freaking nerd as usual. This is probably never gonna play, so I don't know why I say it like that. My God, but I I guess back to the skill tree. I wonder, will they make a different skill tree for them? Because Sonic has, you know, the Wild Rush or Sonic Boom. Will they just make it like will they either just like recolor Sonic's moves to like red, pink, yellow for those characters? Will they just make them entirely new skills? I have no idea, but if they were, here's what I'll do. I'll make Tails more of a ranger, like stuff like Sonic Boom is a lot more better than Sonic's version. Wild Rush is a powerful attack that Tails is a range. Everything is range except for a few things like Spin Cycle, but no, not Spin Cycle. I forgot what it's called. Spin Slash. Yeah, stuff like Spin Slash will probably stay the same. Knuckles' attacks will be more punishing. But I feel like there should be a, like Knuckles' attack should be a lot slower than Sonic's, but they do a lot more damage. And maybe like sometimes you use a dig attack. I don't know. And if Amy, what would Amy do? I don't know. I guess use a hammer. Maybe like a mix between long ranged and I guess like big attacks, but I don't really know what Amy would do because I'm not the. I mean, it's not like I don't know anything about Amy. I just don't really see what you can do to make her unique. Because she's just a hedgehog, just like Sonic. Please let me know in the comments what Amy should do if she were to get a very moveset, because I can't really think of anything other than using her hammer and the tarot card we saw in the leaks. But will they get new super forms? What I'm also thinking. Now, Knuckles obviously said at the end of Wyvern fight he would have destroyed Wyvern easily as Super Knuckles. Well, maybe we'll get to prove that to see if Knuckles truly will be able to do that faster than Super Sonic. But well, Tails and Amy get super forms too. But well, all they get super forms. Probably they will. But we saw the Supersonic 2 or Supersonic Power Boost, Cybersonic, Ultrasonic, Sonic, whatever that thing is. And if Tails, Knuckles, Amy were to get super forms, would they get a power boost like Sonic as well? Maybe, but maybe not, because I know they want to make Sonic different from all of them. That's why he's always the only main character in most of the games now, because they want him to feel unique in a way, or they just don't feel like having characters anymore. Man, I can understand that. I don't like playing as them, to be honest. But I feel like if they were to give them super forms, obviously we could only use them at boss fights. But how would that work? Like, is it like a character select screen? Can we just play as them in their cyber forms, and then play as their super form? But that doesn't really make sense to play as them in their cyber forms, because they're in an unstable state. They can't fight or do anything except for Knuckles for some reason when he blocked Sage's laser. But basically what I'm saying is that they'll probably get super forms, but it probably won't make sense story-wise, or if they just don't get super forms at all. But the Supersonic 2 thing, this is the last thing I want to talk about. Supersonic 2. I don't think it's Supersonic 2 because um, Sonic Game Boy says they don't want power creep like Dragon Ball Super, so 1, 2, 3, 4, God, the Super Saiyan, God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, God, Super Saiyan plus Kaioken times 20, and then Ultra Instinct, Macho Ultra Instinct. They don't want that. I don't want that too. That sounds stupid. But if they were to do that, I'd say it's only just Supersonic, Supersonic 2, and then Hypersonic. Did they even want Hypersonic in the Sonic because they don't want power creep? Now I understand adding new forms to Sonic, not just an upgrade of his original form. But I guess Hypersonic is an upgrade to Supersonic because it's still utilizing the Emeralds as a Chaos and Super. So that's that. But I think the Supersonic we saw in the trailer was just the power boost of Supersonic, and probably a version of Supersonic we can use. Probably like, I know I saw these mods where if you parry you get rings. Well, how about if you get enough rings it go to power boost for a little bit? Maybe that's what Phantom Rush for Supersonic would be, like a power boost. Does more damage, or maybe it's something he can only use in the end boss fight. I know that you use it against Supreme, but they're not gonna spoil the end. Because the end is supposed to be more powerful than Supersonic, even though Ian Flynn wants to state that the end is only planetary level. Screw that, because he's not good at power scaling. Because the end is a much more than that, proving to be more powerful than Dark Gaia, which is planetary level. In fact, like at least like 60 times more powerful than Dark Gaia. So how is the end planetary level? Doesn't make sense. So obviously Supersonic will be getting a power boost against the end boss fight. That's my prediction. Maybe it'll be optional to use it in the other boss fights, but I think that it will be introduced in the final boss. So that's my predictions of SonicFrontiers Update 3. Hope you enjoyed it. I spoke this directly from the heart. No commentary needed. 13 minutes. Let's go. Yeah, like I said, hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Also, I'm gonna do gameplay videos next because I'm getting bored of this whole commentary thing. Unless I'm too lazy to do the gameplay because it's a lot more effort in my opinion. Okay, I don't know why I'm saying this. Bye.